Hi, let me show you some stuff I've made recently. This video was inspired by my fellow creator, Upcycled. I'm going to link their channel in the description box and up here if I can. I think I can. They're an artist who makes really cool little clay figurines. I've wanted to make one of these videos for a while and then I just kind of stopped making things for quite a long time actually, but now that I've actually made a few things again recently, it is finally time for me to share some of the stuff that I've made. So let's go. Now, if you want to be really technical, some of these things I didn't make, I just decorated them, but that is what I enjoy doing the most, is just decorating stuff, upcycling things. So we're gonna start off with my, I don't even know what to call it. It's like an extra windowsill. I can't show you, it's way too big. You'll just have to look at the gorgeous b-roll I got. It's like a second windowsill that you attach to your window so you can open your window but still have a bunch of stuff on your windowsill. It's probably like the most German Austrian invention you could ever make. It was just plain white. There was nothing, no pizzazz, no spice, no nothing. And eventually I got sick of just looking at this plain white thing because that is not me. I like decor, if you couldn't tell. And then at one point I was like, I cannot take looking at this anymore. I cannot think this over for like the billionth time. And I took my leftover leopard print contact paper and gold acrylic paint and I slapped it on there, and I am so happy I finally did something with it. Minus the drying time of the acrylic paint, because yes, I did use acrylic paint on the little like metal pieces that hold the windowsill up. I did use acrylic paint because I don't care that much, to be completely honest with you. If it cracks off, it cracks off. And overall it took like what, 30 minutes maybe, and I think it turned out really cute, and I'm so glad I finally did something with it. Obviously the windowsill decoration isn't final, isn't set in stone, but this is just what I have on there right now. A couple of books I'm reading at the moment, and some candles, and a little ceramic stove that you can use for like essential oils. I mainly use it as like a wax warmer thing. And while I was at it, I also added some sparkly, I don't even know what to call it. It's like the window glue. I don't know, because I like being extra, and it's just like a little cutie extra touch, and I'm really glad I did that as well, because I had the glittery stuff laying around for a while, and now my bedroom is one step closer to being completely maximalist, decked out, gaudy, whatever you want to call it, and I love it. I love every second. The next thing I also don't physically have with me, but I bedazzled this lighter. Did you like my movie magic? I love bedazzling things. This was my first time doing something with multiple colors. Is it the prettiest? No. Is it still fun and cute? Yes. It's a little rainbow penis lighter sleeve, because for some reason I have to make sure every lighter in my vicinity becomes absolutely obnoxious, and I think mission accomplished. Could I have painted the base to make it look a little more finished? 1000%. Did I think of doing it in the moment? Absolutely not. But you know, there's a sparkly rainbow penis lighter out there in the world, and just knowing that fact is enough for me. I had so much fun doing it, and that is all that counts. While we're on the topic of bedazzling things, I recently got a new phone and I could not for the life of me find a case that I liked. So I bedazzled this and I'm so happy with it. It feels really nice. I think it looks so cute. It's been a good amount of time and not a single stone has come off this. This is a pop socket, by the way, because I'm a pop socket girly. If I were to do this again, I probably wouldn't use jelly rhinestones with a clear case because it is a little bit see-through. And I probably also wouldn't use AB rhinestones. You can tell it's meant to be red, but the first thing it reads as mostly is like rainbow, nondescript rainbow, which is still cute. I'm not mad about it, but I was going for like red, like a deep red, blood red, you know the deal. Kind of like the hinge, but it is still so cute and I would do it again in a heartbeat. It did not even take as long as I had feared. I think in total it was like maybe 3 or 4 hours. I'm not entirely sure. I didn't check the time. I did this like during a night/morning when I didn't sleep the entire day. So memory's a bit hazy, but that is my cutie phone case with my cutie new flip phone, which I think is so fun. I love it. The next two things that I didn't make but decorate, so I made them cute, are my digital cameras plus the straps, wristlets, whatever you want to call them. This one I think I've shown on this channel before, maybe in a what's in my bag. I don't know. I've had this since I was like a teenager, maybe even a preteen, to be honest with you. I would take it everywhere before phone cameras were good. And I recently found it again and I just thought she needed like a little makeover, a little facelift, because I love personalizing my stuff. And the theme was red, silver, leopard print, which is essentially my whole brand anyway. And I have little heart beads and kitty beads and roses and leopard print stuff on this wrist strap. I don't know. And she is so pretty and so cute and probably still my favorite camera, even though she acts up sometimes. It's okay though, she's an old lady. And this camera I found in Vinted a couple months ago because I fell down the rabbit hole of like Digicam, TikTok and Instagram, and a lot of people have a Sony model and it has this like pull down to turn the camera on mechanism, which is what intrigued me about the camera. And I actually was searching for the Sony whatever it is. I don't even remember the model name of it, but those don't work with like regular SD cards. They have like memory stick, memory card thingies. I don't know, something annoying. And while I was looking for the Sony camera that I actually really wanted, I came across the Fujifilm FinePix Z series, and they also have this cool pull down mechanism. And then I found this on Vinted, and I'm not usually a purple girly, I have to admit, but this one just, it spoke to me for some reason, and I was like, ooh, celestial. So that is also the theme that I went with when decorating this. And the wrist strap is also just like galaxy, celestial, purple, white, iridescent, cool stuff. I think she is so super cutie, and I also love taking photos with her. There's just something about taking digicam photos that really captures the soul of stuff that phone cameras just kind of lack. I don't know how to explain it. It's been a lot of fun terrorizing everyone in my vicinity with these all the time, every chance I get, and I'm so happy I started being a digicam menace. I also decorated this little, I don't know what you'd call it, cabinet, maybe. This used to look like this, and my mom got it for me to display some trinkets stuff because I love a trinket. We've been over this. I spray painted the inside red and the outside is black and white stripes, heavily inspired by Emily Autumn and the Asylum and that whole world. This took me like 2 months, maybe more, to actually finish because I spray painted it, and then when I was done spray painting I was like, right, now it's time for the stripes. And I thought I had black acrylic paint at home and I didn't, so I left it for like a couple of days because it was the weekend and I couldn't go out and buy black acrylic paint. And then I got lazy, and then I at some point was like, I need to finish this. This is ridiculous. It's been sat out for a billion years and I've done nothing to it. So I started drawing on like the outlines of where I wanted the stripes to go, and I did that with like a really thin fine tip acrylic paint marker because that was the only thing I had. And then I started filling them in with permanent marker because I for some reason I refused to buy acrylic paint, and the permanent marker I had was also a very fine tip, so it took forever. It made me lose my mind. It is still splotchy. And then at some point the solvents in the permanent marker started also removing the white spray paint underneath this. So at some point after I'd already lost my mind, I started using black nail polish to finally finish this. And now it is finally done, and I think it is so super cute. And I just need to figure out what trinkets I want to put in here. Maybe some bones. I'm so happy I made this. It's really cute. It still reeks of nail polish. We've arrived in the I actually made this section of this video. These next two things I'm about to show you are actually gifts. So Estelle, if you're watching this and you want to keep being surprised, which I would highly recommend you do, please skip ahead to whatever number I've put here. I'll give you until now, because now I'm going to show you two super cutie chainmail things I've made recently. I have neglected my chainmail making for a few months now. I didn't want to make anything. I barely wanted to make videos. Anyway, I finally made chainmail stuff again. The first thing, what else could it be, is a lighter cover. Love making lighter sleeves. I have so many. I've already gifted a bunch of people these. They are fun, they are useful. They have a carabiner so you can put them on your bag, on your belt loop, on your keys. Wherever you may need a lighter, you can add charms, you can add gems, you can do whatever you want with them. I made another one for someone else that had like spikes along the bottom, which I thought was really cool. Obligatory, because I love fire. The other chainmail creation I have is this wall hanging. I'm really not doing it justice. Okay, whatever. I'm going to put a picture of what it's supposed to look like right here. This is a wall hanging. She collects keys and she has an entire wall in her living room dedicated to trinkets and keys. Granted, she normally collects really cool looking old antique keys, but this is a very special key, which I won't go into detail on here for various reasons. And I hope she loves it. It took me a really long time to actually complete because I kept going back and forth on some stuff, but ultimately I did have so much fun making this. I am so happy with how it turned out, and I hope she likes it too because I had a lot of fun making this. Last thing, technically two things, but they are the same. So last thing I'm going to show you, I made, this is way too big. I made these two bags. What is special about these bags and why they are so like unstructured is because they turn into picnic blankets. I have had these saved on Pinterest for so long, and I've been dying to make one, and they are essentially just these gigantic circles, and they have the strap like all around it. Obviously, like a picnic blanket, you can put it on the floor and sit on it so you don't have to be in the grass, in the dirt. And then when you're done, you gather it all up and you pull and you tuck it in, and then you have a bag. And I am so excited I finally made these because they are very cool. They turn out a lot better than I ever could have imagined. I do need to make the straps on both of these a lot shorter because they hang very low, and I will probably just cut the straps and add snap buttons so you can open it up and like fully open the blanket as well. The reason these are so long is so that the blanket can lay flat because it's a circle, you know, the whole thing. I made these as big as possible because I made them from old Scale Animals bed sheets, and I did not want to waste a single scrap of fabric, because these sheets are very, very dear to me. And it's the same with this one. The straps are a little bit too long, but it is a big bag, because we all know I love a big bag. I could not tell you what on earth possessed me to make 2 of these at the same time. Making these 2 bags took me like 2 days. I wish I was over exaggerating. A lot of it was these loops. It was also cutting everything out. Also, a huge chunk of time went into making these straps, because they are 4 meters each. I had to sew together like the individual strips that I cut out of the sheets first. Sew it all together first time, right? Turn it inside out. Then I fed like a piece of, what is it called? Like the thick pre-made straps. And then I top stitched the whole thing on both sides. And I know it sounds very simple. It wasn't hard, but it took a very, very long time. Overall, I'm so proud of myself for making these. I can't wait to make the straps shorter and actually be able to use these. I'm very, very, very excited. I haven't actually made up my mind about this yet, but I might give one of these to my friend. I'm not entirely sure about that though, because they are very pretty and a lot of like blood, sweat and tears went into them. Those are also the kinds of things you're supposed to like gift people. But yeah, I also made 2 picnic bags, even though I don't leave the house. And that is it for this video. Those are all the things that I've made or decorated recently that I can show you today. Let me know in the comments what's something that you've made recently or that you've worked on recently. It doesn't have to be anything grand. It doesn't even have to be finished. It could literally be cookies. I just want to hear from you, and also take this as a reminder to go create something with your grubby little hands today. As always, thank you so much for hanging out with me today and listening to me yap about stuff I made. An extra special thank you to my channel members. If you would also like to become a rat baby, you can join up here, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.